and reaching the last 16 in South Africa 2010. They haven't won the Asian Cup since 1960, a 51-year drought since they won back-to-back titles in the opening event in 1956 in Hong Kong, and then on home soil 4 years later. Standing in their way this evening as they look to make the perfect start to end that 51-year drought is Bahrain. And this is perhaps the last hurrah for the golden generation that went so heart-achingly close to qualification, to be pipped at the post in 2006 by Trinidad and Tobago, and then by New Zealand and Rory Fallon's goal in the playoff match, which sent the Kiwis to South Africa. The Korea Republic, they're without Park Chu-young, their star striker, the number 10 and scorer in the World Cup against Nigeria. He's out with a knee injury, the Monaco striker, but they do count on their veterans, Park Ji-sung from Manchester United and Lee Jung-pyo, and possibly both of those players have hinted this could be their final tournament as well. The Asian Cup hasn't been won by Korea Republic in their lifetimes, and how dearly they would love to bring the continent's main prize back to Seoul. Bahrain, well, they're familiar to Australian and New Zealand viewers, of course, throughout World Cup qualifying, and they've got two European-based players in the starting lineup. JC John, the Nigerian-born, who plays his football in Turkey, and he's joined in the side by Abdullah Omar, the 24-year-old midfielder, born in Chad, and has now played 34 times for Bahrain. He plays his club football with Neuchâtel Xamax in the Swiss First Division. I'm Robbie Thompson, your commentator for this evening, joined, of course, by Bert Stanger, Belarus coach and well-known aficionado of Asian football. Bert, first match, having seen Australia win early for Korea, it's crucial, the 3 points and nothing else.
But an excellent start for the Aussies. 4-0, it's very good, and for today's match is South Korea under pressure because they have to play next match versus Australia, and that's why they need a good result today. There are 9 players in the squad who played the last World Cup, and even 7 are on the park. There is not too much with testing. They have a very, very young striker, Dong Wong, 19 years old.
Well, that's the whole point. We were thinking with the new coach who's come in for Korea Republic, Cho Kwang-rae, that he was going to ring the changes. Just 9 of the side were in South Africa in the side for the Asian Cup, but 7 of them, as you say, Bert, on the starting lineup this evening for their opening match. So in the end, going for experience, here come our two sides. Well, it's the international footballing anthem that gets the hairs standing up on the back of your neck. Korean fans in attendance, a small pocket of Bahrain fans up there on the top right of your screens as well. These sides met 4 years ago, and it was a 2-1 victory for Bahrain. The Korea Republic coach, Cho Kwang-rae, has said Korea have never had good results against Bahrain, and that's why this evening's match will not be taken lightly. Perhaps one of the reasons why he's gone for experience. The only question mark, as we just touched on earlier, where are the goals going to come from? In the absence of Park Chu-young, who actually in November played in the Asian Games as one of the overage players in the Korean squad, which ended up taking home the bronze medal in November. It's the time for the national anthem of Korea Republic. And there is Park Ji-sung, the man that says he could be retiring from international football after this tournament. And this is the one trophy he is desperate to take back to Korea. It's time for the national anthem of Bahrain. So with the national anthems out of the way, it's time for the handshaking, the coin tossing, and then we'll be right down to the business end. Coming up on your screens there, we have it, the Korea Republic team lineup. Burnt, he's gone for experience, and those two veterans, the number 7 and the number 12, Park Ji-sung and Lee Jung-pyo, important pieces in the puzzle.
Two excellent players. Good hitting, coached them during the World Cup 1998 in Japan and Korea. And he used to say, my players are running like dogs for the meat. It was a special style of football, a very successful style. And Gus hitting, a legend. He brought them later to PSV Eindhoven, and from there they made a great career. Lee Jung-pyo in Tottenham, later on Borussia Dortmund, and now he's playing for Al Hilal club in Saudi Arabia. And we have nothing not to talk about Park Ji-sung. He's such a popular player in Man United, and everybody loves him, and he's dangerous.
We've just seen the Bahrain starting 11. There are the substitutes. Mahmoud Mansour, the 30-year-old Al Rifa keeper, between the posts. 4 foreign-born players in the Bahrain side. Fatadi, John, Omar, and the Moroccan-born number 12 midfielder Fawzi Aish, who actually plays here in Qatar for Al Saliyah. The referee for this evening is from Oman, Abdullah Al Hilali, and he's being assisted by his compatriot Ahmad Al Mayahi, and also the Kyrgyzstan assistant referee Bakade Kosharov.
By the way, Robbie, Salman Sharida, the coach of Bahrain, is the only Arab to coach a national side among the participating teams. It's interesting, there are a lot of foreigners around, and he knows his team, and he's the only coach.
And there he is, Salman Sharida. On your screens, the former Bahrain international midfielder. He actually coached Pakistan to the Asian Cup in 2007 and the Asian Games in Doha in 2006. He replaced the Austrian Josef Hickelsberger, who left his coaching post with Bahrain shortly after taking it up to return to club football in Abu Dhabi. We do have an assistant coach from Bahrain, but the goalkeeping coach maintains that strong Brazilian coaching presence in Asia and the Middle East in particular. Rafael Salvador is the goalkeeping coach for Bahrain. They all like to have at least one in their coaching squads. We're underway at the Al Gharafa Stadium. It's Bahrain in their traditional white strip, and Korea Republic in their traditional red and blue as well. The Taeguk Warriors, who have seen Australia with little more than a training run, really, take apart India. But that 4-0 scoreline after Japan failed to really stand up and take responsibility for their favourites tag. Now it's time to see just what Korea Republic can do. Immediately into the feet of Ki Sung Yeung. You might know him as David Key if you were at the John Paul College in Brisbane, where he did his schooling.
Chaduri, used to play in Germany, Freiburg. He has a famous father, Kun Bun-cha, one of the first who played in Europe from South Korea. Is very popular in Bayer Leverkusen, and his son is now back, but he had a long career in Germany.
He's now playing his football with Celtic in Scotland. He joined them from Freiburg, was his latest German club. You could almost say more German than Korean, perhaps. Charduri, he's played at 3 World Cups. That's a nice ball into the danger zone. And a first real chance for Korea Republic there. In the end, it's cleared by JC John, back helping out his defenders. Charduri back in towards Park Ji-sung. Helped on there by Ismail. And Charduri begins the build-up once again at the back for Korea Republic. It's the veteran Lee Young-pyo, 33 years of age, 120 caps. Made his debut with the national side way back in 1999. It's Abdullah Marzuki, the number 3, who clatters into the back of Koo Ja-cheol.
All good teams have a specialist for free kicks, for set pieces at this position. And that's why if you have a lot of fouls in this area, it's very, very dangerous. Everywhere in the world, you have excellent players who can score a goal from this position.
And standing over the ball immediately is Ki Sung-yeong, the number 16, who is actually Charduri's teammate at the moment at Celtic. In Scotland also there is perhaps the left foot of Yong Rae, 24-year-old from Suwon Samsung. Will it be the left foot or the right foot? Near post or far post? It's going to be Yong Rae, and then straight into the wall. Second chance. Now is that deflected? Now referee from Oman says yes.
If you see both central defenders, number 3 and number 23, it's a wall against Dong Wong has to play, the young striker, 19 years old. It will be a very difficult task today.
Well, we saw how Jordan frustrated Japan until that final minute when Japan finally equalized. What a great flying header it was at the back post. We'll see if Korea get caught in the same trap. Referee's seeing something he doesn't like in there. He wants to have words with Hussein Baba, who's getting a little too up close and personal with his opposite number, Lee Chung-yong. Time for the corner now once again. It's the Australian connection, Ki Sung-yeong. Father sent him to Australia so that he could train and learn English. Oh, is that again? Some worrying defence for the second time. Danger in the box from those balls played in. They're not looking quite as solid at the back as Jordan were.
Full risk corner, it's always dangerous. You never know what to do. Deflection. We had 2 goals after, or 3 goals after deflection.
That's right. In our last game yesterday evening at the Al Rayyan, Syria, 2-1 winners over a very disappointing Saudi Arabia, who incidentally have sacked their coach Jose Peseiro, the Portuguese manager, shown the door. Some might say it's not before time after missing out on the World Cup as well. Defeated in the Gulf Cup final. Well, there has been a change now. But here it's Korea Republic against Bahrain, and for the moment Bahrain have not seen the ball. Charduri.
They take control, Korea, from the first minute. They control the match, and Bahrain is waiting. They are only waiting. There is no pressing, absolutely nothing.
The 21-year-old with a lovely ball for his Celtic teammate. Good cover that time from Al-Houthi. He's one of just a couple of youngsters in this Bahrain side, 21 years of age, the number 2 left back. Ja-cheol with a touch out. The shot, no problem from Marzuki, but it doesn't get very far again. Chiol turns around and comes back out. Now Korea Republic. Oh, space on the edge of the area for Park Ji-sung. The snapshot needed saving. And Mahmoud Mansour was equal to the task. Clearance forward, only finds a red shirt. Now, is that a free kick? Yes. On Yong Ray. That's hurriedly taken.
Both teams expressed satisfaction over their team's preparation. Everything went smoothly, and especially Bahrain felt motivated by the presence of strong teams like Australia and, of course, South Korea. And
I think they're going to be feeling very motivated now, having seen South Korea live up to that status so far, at least in the opening 6 minutes. They're looking very solid and confident, Bernd.
Absolutely. They took control from the first minute.
Aisha's ball over the top, one for JC John to try and chase, high feet.
Yes, over the top, should be a free kick, but it's fair, it's quiet, very quiet in the stadiums. A little bit disappointing attendance today.
Yeah, I think we'll be around the 5,000 mark, if that, in this 22,000-seater stadium. Poor clearance in the end. Bahrain have the ball back. Now Aish has gone down, writhing about, holding the side of his face. Mazuki plays the ball into touch. "25-year-old Moroccan-born Fawzi Aish is a regular with the Bahrain national team.
Seems something.
And he's calling for a substitution, yeah. I think. Is he holding that left hamstring? He went down holding his face, but perhaps that was just in disappointment. I thought at first he'd got a knock. As we see Cho Kwang-rae.
He cannot continue. Yeah, first change.
Well, that is a real blow for Salman Sharida. At least the players will be quite warm, the substitutes, because they've only just come back out and sat down. They're in the hands of Bouziane Benaraibi, their French physical trainer, just down in front of our commentary position. Coach through their paces.
Yeah, coach and assistant, they are surprised, of course, after such a short time to have a change.
That's a big blow, because he's an important player for this side as well. Aish. In fact, it's not Fawzi Aish, the midfielder. It's not the number 12, it's the number 2. It's Rashid Al-Houthi, the youngster. As we see that chance again from Park Ji-sung, unable to get any power in it. So it looks like we're going to see Ahmad Rakia come into the side, the number 7. And we have finally got to the bottom of the mystery injured player. It is, in fact, the number 17, Hussein Baba, the 28-year-old who's gone off with that, what looks to be, at very least, a strained left hamstring. That is a big blow on 10 minutes. Bahrain playing with just 10 men at the moment. As Rakia just gets a little more warming up done while he can, and the identification controls are undertaken by the 4th official. Lovely little touch. Park Ji-sung can't get there. Sung-eung, now Chaduri for the youngster, Dongwon. Lovely ball back for Chaduri. It's going to be a corner, another one. And we've already seen these cause a few problems. And now, as the referee signals, Bahrain will be very keen to get their full quota of players back out on the pitch. So Rayyan in, number 17, Hussein Baba out. And with plenty of experience as well. He played at the Asian Cup in 2004 when they made the semi-finals. Currently plays in Saudi Arabia with Al Shabab, so that's a big blow. Ji Sung Yueng. The ball towards the penalty spot again. It was an inviting ball. And the big central defenders who'd come forward. Kwak Tae Hui. One over the top from Omar. The header trying to play in Fatadi. That's a lovely little piece of control.
Bahrain looks very, very nervous. They cannot find a combination. They cannot pass the ball till now. Many mistakes. Lack of concentration during the first 10-12 minutes. The Koreans are dominating the match. Good passing.
Well, it doesn't help the side settle when they have to make changes as well. Certainly an important part of the field, like central midfield. The captain, Meshkas, who plays with the local powerhouse, Al-Muharrik, 31 times champions of the Bahraini League. Al-Muharrik. Not this year, though. Hilali winning the 2010 prize. That's a lovely piece of skill from Fatadi, who wanted to go on with it. And he was robbed by his own player, and Dongwon was looking to take full advantage. Chaduri takes it quickly. Sung Yueng. They're just allowing Korea Republic too much time and space on the ball at the moment. Oof. His key almost clattered into his own player there. Looks like he's learned a thing or two about tackling at Celtic. So the new man, Rayyan, getting it out to Omar, who almost got himself in a tangle under pressure. From Yong Ray. It's Lee Yong-pyo. Back doing the defending with the help of Lee Jong-soo. Rayyan. Rahman. Abdulrahman still looking to play it through towards Fatadi again. And they've got a dangerous free kick, and now we'll see if they have a free kick taker within their ranks.
It was a little bit the present he gives to Bahrain. Easy touch. Never a free kick.
You mentioned this Bahrain side looking a little bit nervous. They are without their two most experienced players and two captains. In number 10, Mohammed Salmin, the 30-year-old with well over 100 caps, and his replacement, Salman Isa, the 33-year-old who's approaching it. He's out with a hamstring strain in a friendly match he picked up just a couple of weeks ago.
Or Masoud will do it with power.
Ismail
He's
is
a left footer. Yeah, yep. He will do it.
Ooh, that banged into the wall. Well, he spotted that one. Dongwon. Lee Yong-pyo. Dongwon again fouled from behind by Omar. And Aish running away with the ball. The referee not too impressed with that one. Not allowing Korea Republic to take it quickly. Just getting his defence a couple more seconds to get settled and organised. They know that Korea Republic like to play fast football. Ki Sung-yueng, Chaduri, Park Ji-sung. Now the youngster, Ji Dong-won, who is looking inside. For the moment, the Bahraini defence is holding solid. It's from set pieces where they've caused the most danger so far. Chaduri down this right-hand side, the cross deflected. Header away by Marzuki. Yong-rae. Chaduri was coming back from an offside position, not even contesting that one. "17 minutes gone, still no score. A couple of heart-in-mouth moments at the back for Bahrain from a couple of crosses, a couple of corners, which caused problems for Mahmoud Mansour, the Bahrain keeper. Nothing too threatening from either side as of yet. Good nod down towards JC John, but he can't get on the end of it. They're very alert. Tae Hui. Now the break on perhaps for Korea Republic. Ja Cheol. For Chung Young. Uri with the cross. Again it's deflected. And Marzuki. Another authoritative clearance.
Experience. Chaduri causes a lot of trouble here on the right side. Plays like a right striker. Experienced player. Physical, strong. It's always good to have players from international leagues like Bundesliga or Premier League or the Scottish League. They are true role models for the other players. They can lead a team. Even if they are coming in trouble, it's always good. Or to have a team with 6 players who have World Cup experience, international experience. And I expect they will control this match and they will be better and better during the next minutes.
Well, we're talking about how certain sides here have said, we're not here to try and win the title, we're just here, we're in a rebuilding phase. This is, you know, we're here for experience. China said that, for example. But Korea Republic are showing us perhaps the best way of integrating and regenerating the squad. It's bringing a lot of new players, but the skeleton, the backbone of the side is still there with those experienced players. And the youngsters, even if they're on the bench, even if they're here for the whole tournament and don't play, they train. They're away with the side for 3 weeks, a month. All that's vital experience for if they are to become international players.
It's a good opportunity, such a tournament, but you can controversially say, if you go to such a tournament, you have to deliver results. It's very, very difficult to explain fans, media, and even sponsors in your country. You are going to the Asian Cup to test players. You should use friendly matches. It's too important. It's an international tournament, and you should be ready for such a tournament. You have a schedule, you can prepare this team. Another free kick.
That's another foul on the edge of the area. It was a lovely little back heel from Fatadi. There you see it, a little flick through. And the foul on Ismail by Lee Jung-soo. Very experienced defender as well. He also plays his football here in Qatar. 6 foreign-based players in this Korea Republic side play their football in Asia. There are another 5 playing in Europe. Asia as in outside Korea Republic, of course. And Lee Jung-soo is one of those who plays here in Al Sadd in Qatar. He got on the score sheet a couple of times in the World Cup as well. A big defender, scoring against Greece and then Nigeria. Now are we going to see the left foot again? Perhaps it will be Aish this time, the number 12, who very deliberately marked out his run.
Born in Morocco.
And Ibrahim Meshkas, the captain, is there as well. So they've got a pair of left-footers lining up this one. Well, he's got a certain style. Aish. And it just clips the top of the wall. And behind for a corner. Yeah, I think he must feel that was going in. There was curl on it. He'll get another chance with a set piece here.
They should be careful with a lot of fouls around the box. It's very dangerous. Everywhere are Jorginhos and Diegos.
So the left foot again, approaching the midway point of this first half. Not too much to shout about as of yet. Aisha's ball towards the back post. Nobody too interested in chasing. Was overhit. Ki-sung Yueng just leaving it for Chaduri. Trundles across. Now clears. Park Ji-sung leaping, taking a couple of studs high up on the hamstring or on the hip. From the number 15, Abdullah Omar. If we see a replay of that, I think it might look rather ugly. He's a tough character, Park Ji-sung, and there are a couple of words there as well. Park Ji-sung, 2 kilometers under his belt already. Park Ji-sung's not happy with that challenge.
But he is quiet, he knows Premier League, he has it every single week. This kind of
that is nasty
fights
foul.
And tackles and elbows.
That is absolutely deliberate,
yeah,
from the defender, lining him up. And very painful challenge from Abdullah Omar. Park Ji-sung is right though, it'll take more than that, as you said, to put the Manchester United workhorse out of this one. Meshkas decides to look long. Oh, it's poorly struck. Park Ji-sung is there. Omar. There's no look pass. Can't pick out Ismail. Long towards Dongwon. Comes back out to Chung Yong. That's a nice ball. Jarchiol still going on the left foot. And palmed behind for a corner by Mansour.
Can be a wake-up call for Korea. Fantastic dribbling, good left foot.
Shot just going wide. From Ku Jarchiol. Now we've already seen Ki-sung Yueng pick out his big central defenders. This one's to the back post, the header from Lee Jung-soo.
Like rocks, the 2 central defenders of Bahrain.
They will take some moving. That's something we didn't see Japan do yesterday. Cut inside and try and do it yourself rather than just that incessant crossing of the football in when you've got big central defenders who'll just take that all day. Money for old rope. And that's taken quickly. Ismail for JC John. Little back heel out to Abdul Rahman. Omar. Bahrain decide to build again, and Rakia, the substitute, goes all the way back to his keeper. Nazuki. Aish is coming very deep for it. Well, they're in no hurry either, Bahrain. Aish Omar flicking on for Ismail. Park Ji-sung is there, as well as Yong-rae. Park Ji-sung again, leading the charge. Dong-won peeling off. Here is Dong-won. Has he got space for the shot? Well, in the end, he did fire off a shot, but it was blocked. 7 white shirts back on the edge of their own penalty box, defending in numbers. That's a nice touch. A big, strong clearance from Meshkas. There is the injured Hussein Baba. That ball just runs away from Lee Yong-pyo. How frustrated he must be. If that's the hamstring gone, that's generally 5 or 6 weeks out of the game, so that could be the end of his tournament. He was only 10 minutes old.
Park Ji-sung, he played a World Cup. They are nearly 6-7 weeks together with the Korean team. A very short vacation. After that, he starts in the Premier League, FA Cup. He has no rest. Now he plays another tournament, the Asian Cup. He comes back to Man United, Champions League. We should respect, it's a very, very hard job.
It's incredible when you put it that way. We're probably looking at well over 52 matches in the season, more likely 65 in the calendar year, certainly more than a game a week. And when you're playing in such physically demanding competitions as the World Cup, the Premier League, the Champions League and the Asian Cup, certainly not getting much rest. And the body's not getting any younger either. Perhaps one of the reasons why he's considering, by all accounts.
A lot of coaches are complaining. Now they take control over the match. They play quiet, patience.
They had just a little flutter, didn't they?
Yeah.
Where they lost a little bit of control. Bahrain, their best chances all the same coming from set pieces. Here's one for Korea Republic. Koo Ja-cheol, just 21 years of age. He was quick to take his chance, and he hit it sweetly enough, but once again straight at Mansour. Lovely touch from Dong-won. Ja-cheol again, this time a touch a little heavy. Omar, that came off studs. That's been given to Korea Republic all the same. Ki-sung-yueng forced back. Yong-rae, Park Ji-sung, again time to turn on the edge of the box. No free kick, adjudges the referee. Dong-won threw himself rather theatrically to ground. But they come again, Chung-yong. We're starting to see a couple of these younger players now, Bernd, take control. The number 17,
even
Chung-yong, 22.
Yeah.
Sung-yueng, 21. Dong-won, 19.
Chung-yong is very, very active. First 30 minutes is one of the best players on the pitch now. He likes to play, he has a good idea, good dribblings. Another rising star for Korea.
That's a lovely one-touch play. Dong-yuan back for Park Ji-sung. Chaduri too quickly, but that was a lazy pass forward, giving JC John a good look at it. For the moment, anyway, it's going to be a fairly thankless task for JC John up front for Bahrain. Now wide again. Chung-yong, the cross in towards the front post. Oof. The corner as Al Houthi looked like he almost got a knee caught in the turf then. The young left back for Bahrain. More food for thought for Sharida. But Bahrain coach. So, Ki Sung Yueng. In it comes. The header. Dongwon. Can't keep it down. The young man, he actually spent a season with Reading, the English club, during his teenage years. There he was along with another of his compatriots, Nam Tae-hee, who currently plays in the French First Division, but not called up as of yet to this side. Dongwon, another of the players in this squad, called up from the Asian Games under-23 side that were actually defeated on penalties. Well, they thought it was going to penalties. And in the 119th minute, the Korea Republic coach replaced his goalkeeper to bring on the penalty specialist, and the United Arab Emirates went and scored immediately. No penalties and a bit of egg on faces. The charge forward. The youngster Dongwon, he rides the challenge well, still going. The deep cross, he picks out his man beautifully, Chung Yong. But they can't make it count again. They're getting closer and closer, though. Good play from Dongwon.
He's with the ball faster than the central defender.
Without the ball?
Yeah, without the ball.
There have been a few players like that in history that seem to be able to run quicker with the ball at their feet.
Theo Walcott.
That great goal from Diego Maradona against England in '86. It's actually, he gets faster and faster as he approaches the goal. The further he runs with the ball at his feet, accelerating the whole time before slotting home that fabulous goal. Dongwon, who's got a little bit of height as well, the number 10 for Korea Republic, to try and mix it at the back, but he may have the height to try and get in there and muscle with Marzuki and Meshkes, but he doesn't necessarily have that experience. And for a big central defender who's 30 years of age, you know, plenty of international caps, a leader on the park, he can make life very difficult for a teenager out there in an international tournament.
And they do it till now. It's very, very difficult to find a way through. He needs more support from their midfielders. Park had a couple of good ideas, but let's see this free kick.
Mahmoud Abdul Rahman, who was named player of the tournament in the Champions League 2008 in Asia with Al Muharraq. The shot was almost just squeezed through the keeper there. Chung Sung Ryong, who is an Asian Champions League winner this year with Seongnam Ilhwa.
Just wanted to tell him it's too far for a free kick, but they are looking for deflection or for such moments, and they try to score goals from 40 meters.
All over the top for Fatadi. He's going to get another chance here, Fatadi. Can he make the most of it? No. Lee Yong-rae is making his competitive debut with Korea Republic. Just one friendly under his belt before this evening. That against Saudi Arabia a couple of weeks ago. 1-0 win, which also included a first ever goal for the Taeguk Warriors for Dongwon, as he made his debut as well. That's a good ball. On the charge again, Chung Yong. He's starting to cause them some problems down this right-hand side. He picks out Park Ji-sung, who tries to bend one into the top corner. But it started too high and was never coming down in time.
Chan Yong, outstanding performance till now, number 17. Good ideas, he's running like a horse from the first minute. Still a young player, still a talent.
22 years of age. It's interesting, we saw Chaduri do a lot of overlapping in the first 15 minutes, and since then, the number 17, Chung Yong, who wins that header, has been playing in the channel a little bit more ahead of him. We haven't seen so much of Chaduri. Perhaps they're taking it in turns. Of course, Chaduri can't get forward unless Chung Yong steps out of that channel and makes the space for him as Aish lets it run through to Abdul Rahman. Here goes for Thani, trying to stretch his legs past Taishui. Flick on from Jarchiol. That looked like a hand, referee agrees. Aish takes it quickly, well played. JC John now, perhaps with a first sighting of goal. Well, he caught a glimpse side of it, perhaps.
Experienced defender, he blocked him. Oh,
that's another foul through the back of Park Ji-sung. They're letting him know that this won't be any walk in the park for the Manchester United man.
But that's Park, not one word, he's not complaining. He does his job and that's excellent. It's Premier League experience. Another player will fall down, he will talk with the referee, but true professional player.
And a great leader for his country as well out on the football pitch. Azuki, difficult one for Thani, who has to chase back now. And it's Park Ji-sung again. Sung Yueng, Jung Pyo, Yong Rei flicks it out the side towards Dong Won, whose cross is a good one for Park Ji-sung. And if perhaps the roles had been reversed there and it was Park Ji-sung crossing for Dong Won, we might have had the opening goal, but Park Ji-sung is showing that even at 29 years of age, you can always improve certain facets of your game, and that header, you really could have planted that one in the back of the net.
Good opportunity, but maybe he's not the player for headers.
There's another chance for Korea Republic, and they're starting to stack up. I just saw that's the third effort from Park Ji-sung, the second on target. He had the first chance of the match with that snapshot. Free kick again on Jarchiol. Lovely switch of play. Fabulous ball to pick out Jung Pyo. Yong Rei. Song Yueng.
That's it!
Surely deflected!
Yeah!
And Korea Republic lead. It's a slice of luck, but perhaps it's the slice of luck they needed. And it's Koo Jarchiol, just 21 years of age, who registers his third international goal. Well, there are a few players here in this Korea Republic side who have the chance to really seize an opportunity with this changing of the guard. They've been threatening, and finally the goal has come.
Another deflection, another deflection. So many goals in this tournament, but they played quiet, they played patience, and now they found a way through the middle to beat both central defenders. The only way. They have no chances with high crosses, long balls, they are too strong.
Korea Republic lead by 1-0. Bahrain have been looking to spoil more than anything else so far in this match. Keep numbers behind the ball, but here comes Omar. The cross is a good one for Thani, who's header perhaps along similar lines to that just moments ago from Park Ji-sung. It's not the player's strength.
wake-up call for Bahrain. They have to do now something. They have to answer for this question. They are 1-0 down.
They need a goal, and so far they haven't shown too much ambition, have they? A couple of free kicks, a couple of shots from close to the halfway line than the Korea Republic goal.
I'm really impressed from Chan Yong and his skills. He's very quiet with the ball, good passing, a lot of ideas, fast player.
He came through the Anyong Cheetahs, who became FC Seoul. One of their coaches back in the day was a certain Cho Kwang-rae, who's now, of course, the man in the dugout leading them here. In fact, Lee Jung-soo, the number 14 at the back for Korea Republic, who is just inheriting possession now. He actually started out his career as a striker before the current national team boss, Cho Kwang-rae, said there are too many foreign strikers in Korean football. Why don't you try out defence? You're big and strong, you're good in the air. You come back, here he is, scoring goals in the World Cup from central defence, and he always steps up and bags a few goals, whether it be at club or international level. He's been reunited with that coach that really made his career with a great bit of vision. Play on, Dongwon. For a 19-year-old, is very comfortable in possession, isn't he?
Absolutely. He asks for the ball.
Asks for the ball, takes control. Yong-pyo with a great ball as well. And Meshkas headers over his own crossbar to concede another corner. As we see the goal again. I'm not sure with that replay from behind the goal whether that was actually heading inside the post. It looked like it might just have been going wide. But nothing Abdullah Marzuki could do about that one. He had to go for it. The luck of the draw saw it bounce up and over the keeper, not unlike Jordan's goal against Japan yesterday. And again from Sung Yueng. Again, the referees found a free kick in there. It was heading towards Kwak Tae-hui, who wasn't at the World Cup, but is even now 29 years of age. He plays his football in Japan. Tae-hui with Kyoto Sanga. There he is, straight through the back of Fatadi. That's a definite free kick, and well, they haven't minded shooting from this kind of distance, and Mahmoud Abdul Rahman, who's decided he fancies his chances again. Well, it's fully 30 meters out. Perhaps even a little bit more. There's the angle he's got to work with. It's going to take something special. Abdul Rahman. Got it around the wall this time. But again, it's just too far out to cause any problems for Sung Ryong. Chung Yong, oh, lovely one-touch play. Park Ji-sung with the shot. The danger not finished yet. Chung Yong. And now Jassim.
Nice attacking football. I'm already looking forward to see Australia, South Korea, in a couple of days. Next match.
Next match for
similar playing teams, a little bit European style. Tough combinations, good passing, good crosses.
Well, Bert, you can note it in your diary. Friday, the 14th of January. 4 days' time.
Great match.
Australia, Korea Republic. Fatadi almost looked like a ham handball. He's been fouled. Gets away with it. That's the free kick. Korea Republic can get used to this stadium because they're taking on Australia here at the Al Gharafa. Mind you, the pitches have just been so immaculate, haven't they? Every match so far, they're playing on billiard tables.
The weather, pitch, World Cup conditions will be excellent.
Perfect for football. Aish with the left foot towards the back post. Mazuki played it back in towards Rakia. It's half-time here at the Al Gharafa. It's Korea leading by a goal to nil. They kept turning up the pressure, and finally that pressure told with the goal 5 minutes before the break from the number 13, Koo Ya-chio, his third international goal in just his 10th international appearance. Bernd, a deserved 1-0 lead at half-time.
Absolutely. I like to see Korea, how they play, how they are organized. They have a little bit trouble in the defense. There are too many fouls and too many opportunities they give Bahrain for free kicks, and they have to do a lot there, because in this area it's always dangerous. You work and work and work, and then you receive a goal after a free kick. Yeah, it's poor attendance.
World Cup conditions, not World Cup crowds for the moment here at the Asian Cup. But Korea Republic leading Bahrain by a goal to nil. They're answering the challenge thrown down by the Socceroos earlier this afternoon. Well, let's have a look at the highlights then of that first half. Korea dominating from the outset. As you said, they've got that backbone, that solid defense. There's plenty of experience in the defense and with the goalkeeper, who were all at the World Cup. But since then, moving forward, we've got a couple of experienced midfielders, and the further forward we get, Bernd, the less experience we get, with a striker who looks so comfortable in possession, with just a handful of caps, 1 cap and 1 goal before this match. The goal scorer, Ya-chio, the right winger here, the number 17, has just been catching the eye. As we've already said, Lee Chung-yong, just 22 years of age. He plays his football for Bolton, mind you, in the Premier League. They've got a couple of goals at the World Cup as well.
Bahrain only with free kicks, nothing else.
Well, often sides that are deemed inferior in terms of world rankings or media status or media hype, or they tend to work hard on set pieces as a way in which they can try and upset a more fancied rival. But for the moment, the free kicks from Bahrain haven't been anything to write home about. Ya-chio was already finding his range, wasn't he? That shot. Then Park Ji-sung had a headed chance.
No more chances, only free kicks for Bahrain. They didn't create other moments.
Park Ji-sung, well, he's no stranger to getting goals. Trying to bend that one into the top right-hand corner. He went even closer, or perhaps should have gone closer here with that header. Like for like at the other end of the field. Again. That was after the goal.
How they play, how they are organized. I mean, it's the best team I have seen till now. Okay, Bahrain maybe is not such a strong opponent today.
Look at that, 7 shots against 2. 51% of the ball. I would have thought they'd had a little bit more possession, perhaps.
Yeah,
Bahrain.
a little bit surprising. Yeah, 51-49 possession.
But 7 shots to 2 for that 1-goal lead. Bahrain being forced, perhaps, in this occasion, this instance, to make more tackles than Korea Republic because they've been chasing the ball a lot, although Korea Republic has given away more free kicks.
Too many fouls from Korea.
There we see Korea Republic already running 3 kilometers more than Bahrain, and generally a little bit quicker as well, 6.8 kilometers average speed to 6.5. And you can see where that heat map is just showing the red for Bahrain is all on the edge of their penalty box, whereas the red for Korea Republic is in the midfield. That means that's the intensity of where they're playing the ball. They're playing a lot further up the pitch.
How said goose hitting running dogs? 3 kilometers more in 45 minutes, it's a lot.
It's half-time here at the Al Gharafa. Korea Republic leading Bahrain by a 1-0. Second half coming right up. Welcome back to the Al Gharafa Stadium in Doha, the 15th Asian Cup, Qatar 2011, Group C. And after Australia defeated India 4-0 early this afternoon, it's Korea Republic leading Bahrain by a goal to nil. Cha-Cheol, the 21-year-old, getting his third international goal with a ball that was deflected by the Bahrain number 3 Abdullah Marzuki up over his own keeper and into the back of the net. It was a little bit cruel perhaps on Bahrain, but we can't say that goal wasn't coming 5 minutes before the break. Bernd Stenger joining me in the commentary position. Bernd, can you see a way back into the game for Bahrain?
I don't see a way. I don't believe in Bahrain today. Maybe a free kick, a set piece, or a corner kick and a header from central defenders, but they cannot find a way. South Korea is too strong. They are too good. They are very comfortable in combination.
As we see another little combination on the edge of the box again.
And they have a fantastic mix of experienced players who played World Cup and who are playing in Europe in great league. And they have exciting youngsters. And the future of Korean football is bright if I see such talents like Chang Yong.
Yes, the Bolton midfielder has been impressing down that left flank and combining very well with Chaduri. Park Ji-sung again being fouled. Referee plays the advantage this time. Lee Yong-rae inside for Ki Sung-yueng. Now wide for Chaduri. Park Ji-sung again being allowed time and space to turn and look up and find the pass, and still no one closing him down. Park Ji-sung again, he was looking for the run of the goal scorer, Cha Cheol. A loose pass that time, a rare one from Lee Jung-soo. Pressure on Mansour, and the clearance is not a great one. Yong-rae. That time Cha Cheol dispossessed, but now it's Yong-pyo. Yong-rae with the cross towards the edge of the area. Meshkas manages to clear, and he picks out a pass that time for Ismail. Fatadi.
Very early pressing of South Korea. They don't let them play. Always 2-3 players around.
Fatadi again. Little back heel for Aish. Abdul Rahman was making the run out to the left wing. Al Houthi back to his captain. Kea, the substitute, and it's Marzuki, dispossessed by Park Ji-sung. Cha Cheol. Dong-won goes down by Rayyan. He wants the throw and doesn't get it. Lee Yong-pyo for Park Ji-sung, the two former PSV teammates, both members of that Korea side that made the World Cup semi-finals back in 2002.
There is a lot of movement of the Korean players. They are very, very confident. 1-2 touches.
Yong-rae wide now for Chung Yong. Cha Cheol back out to Sung-yueng, who tries his luck from distance. Unable to trouble Mansour on this occasion. But again, it's confident play, isn't it?
Absolutely. I can see some weaknesses in the central defense. They are not so comfortable, both central defenders, and it would be interesting to see how they play if Cahill or other guns are coming.
Pyo leading to a foul. Number 11, Ismail Abdulatif. He remembers with fond memories the last time Bahrain played Korea Republic, because he scored that day on a 2-1 victory. But Dong-won's ball to the back post. Can't quite reach Chung Yong as Bahrain deal with the danger on that occasion. It's a free kick. That was looked better defending for me by Kwak Tae Hui. The number 5 just out muscling JC John.
It seems to be that Bahrain coach, he put Fatadi, number 4, to mark Park. He's always running behind him, but he cannot stop him. It's impossible for him to stop him. You need 2 players or 3 players around Park to stop him. He does what he wants. It's a personal marking. Now in the second half, he follows him.
Rakia contesting, Marzuki as well, gets the touch.
You don't see it so much in international football that a coach gives a job. You have to run behind another player. Man-to-man marking. 20 years ago, yes.
Jisung, he's got away from him this time. Lee Young-pyo. Young-pyo manages to get the cross in. Dong-won is there, he leaves it. Chaduri tries the shot, it's a great effort, it's a good save, but it's an easy finish. Chaduri celebrates. Jia Chio has his second, and Korea Republic lead 2-0. That was a venomous strike from Chaduri. It had some real devil about it, too much for Mahmoud Mansour, who produced a fine save, but Koo Jia Chio is enjoying this Asian Cup.
Oh, what a strike! And he was on the right place in the right moment.
I feel a little bit sorry for Mansour because it was an excellent save with the ball dipping. Abandoned by his defenders, you'd say. Again, Koo Jia Chio, who plays for Jeju United in the J-League, but I wonder for how much longer. Gets his second of the evening.
Not too long.
A double. The first 6 minutes before half-time, the second 7 minutes after it. The Korea Republic are just showing the other 15 nations in this 15th Asian Cup what they will have to do to win it. They will have to beat the Taeguk Warriors. Australia will have the very next chance. Free kick for Ki Sung Yueng. It's a good ball, plenty of pace on that. The ball bouncing around and finally cleared by Aish. This time they try and put some pressure on Korea Republic. They don't have too much more to lose as Dong-won gets the flick on and then wins the ball back as well. Park Ji-sung. Sung Yeung, free kick again.
It looks so easy, so light. They like to play football and it's like a friendly match. They take control and I believe we'll see 1 or 2 goals more today.
A yellow card for Aish for being just a little overzealous. And displaying his disagreement with Mr. Al-Hilali of Oman. I've been impressed as well by Ki Sung Yueng, who impressed during the World Cup in this role, sitting just in front of the defense, spraying the ball left and right, and he's got very good dead ball technique as well. brilliant directing traffic. Just 21 years of age. He's asking Dongwon and Kwak Tai Hui to make the exact runs he wants. Perhaps if they do as he says, we might have goal number 3 here. Well, it was a little underhit. I think he was looking for those runs to cut across the trajectory of the ball at the front post.
He tried to show what he wants, but there was no reaction in the center of the box. They're waiting a long ball.
The Korea Republic coach, Cho Kwang-rae. He's at his second Asian Cup. He lost the final as a player back in 1980. They'd won their first 4 matches. They were overconfident, he said. They lost to Kuwait 3-0 in Kuwait. And he says, from that moment on, I've never taken anything for granted in football. He was quickly to become a coach. And we can see that he has ideally prepared for this one. The free kick again towards the front post. That was Park Ji-sung who got too much on that header this time.
That's a question. Who will stop Park Ji-sung? He's an outstanding player. I would rate him as an international class player. Definitely. And they are not able to do something. He's aggressive, he's running from the beginning, and he's leading the team. True captain.
Aish fouled by Yong-rae. Taken quickly. They need to show a little bit more urgency. Bahrain, if they're to find a way back into this one. They're approaching the 57-minute mark. They trail 2-0. Omar has done well. And the cross deflected behind. It's a corner. Guess who it is back doing the defending? Park Ji-sung. Once again, it's Aish with that left boot to play what will be an in-swinging corner. They've got plenty of numbers forward as well. 6 in the box for Bahrain. With the header from Tai Hui. Chaduri up in the air. Not sure it was intentional, but it's an ideal defensive header. Salman Sharida, the Bahrain coach, hasn't moved from the edge of his technical area. You can just see him there at the bottom of your screen in the grey suit. He's got all his substitutes warming up. They've already made one change, of course, after just 10 minutes when Hussein Baba went off with what looks like a hamstring strain. Could be the end of his tournament. He was replaced by the number 7, Ahmad Rakia, who, while playing, I think officially, as a defensive midfielder, spends most of the time sitting in between the 2 central defenders. It's one over the top for Fatadi to chase. Young Pyo for JC John. I was just thinking, we've seen very little of the number 8 for Bahrain. At last he's managed to fire off a shot, but it's a long way out.
There is no difference if you...
Here we see the goal again. Yeah. Chaduri with that fabulous
you didn't
first
expect
shot.
This shot from this position.
Jia Chiol, the goal scorer. There you see it. He's already run 7.3 kilometers at an average speed of 7.8. Now, if you've been following those statistics throughout the tournament, you would have seen the average is around 6.6, 6.8, 6.9 kilometers an hour for your average running. So he is doing a lot of sprinting out there, Jia Chiol, which would explain why he's finding so much space. And one little sprint brought him that second goal as well. Park Ji-sung again being shadowed by Fatadi, as you said, the number 4.
Man-to-man marking over the pitch, but he cannot stop. He cannot stop him. He cannot follow him. He's tired.
Jia Chiol keeps it in play, lays it back for Chung Yong. Chung Yong's done brilliantly again, the Bolton man. The cross. Chaudhuri.
Another corner.
Bahrain on the back foot. There's half an hour to go. It's going to be a long 30 minutes.
Both central defenders are going forward. Tall.
Great shot of Sung Ryong claiming that one. It's at the other end now where Mansour and his defenders are going to be looking to clear this one. It's a good ball. Oh, and it wasn't too far away from the head of Lee Jung-soo. Thani leaves it. That might just have taken a touch off him. It has done. It's a throw for Korea Republic. 13 international goals for Park Ji-sung, by the way, Bernd.
Yeah.
Not a bad return for a central midfielder slash
plus Premier League
number 8 player, sort of not a defensive midfielder, but a good old-fashioned box-to-box midfielder, really. Can play wide, can play with the national team behind the striker. He's almost got a free role in midfield today. He keeps moving around and the others seem to move around in relation to him to always fill the spaces. That's a good run. Oh, and a great tackle from Rayyan. But they've got it back. Here it is. For the third, the cross from Ki Sung-yueng. Couldn't pick out Dongwon.
An outstanding captain, Park. It's amazing, and I believe they will score a third goal and he will change him to rest him for the big clash versus Australia. You have to do something to stop him because he's the heart of this team.
Long ball over the top and well-flighted ball as well for a rare sortie forward from Al Houthi, who clatters into our microphone. It seems to have done him some damage as well. He's back to his feet to rejoin. Oh, as Aish. Again, it's more than 35 yards from goal. It was well struck, but really it has to be something absolutely world-class to beat Sung Ryong from that kind of distance. And he had numbers forward as well in support that time. I'm not sure Salman Sharida, the coach, would have been too impressed. Again, it's long. JC John with a little nod down for Aish. Gets it back. JC John now with the chance to shoot. He tries to place it. But only succeeded in hitting it straight at Sung Ryong again.
But that's not strong enough. That is a possibility. It's 25 meters.
Young Pyo. Park Ji-sung. Jia Chiol. Sung Yueng. Chaudhuri. It's constant interchanging in midfield as well. Really, it's just the number 16, Ki Sung-yueng, the 21-year-old who plays with a maturity beyond his years, really. The number 16, who stays in that static position at the back of the midfield. Here he is again, but the 4 ahead of him are just in constant movement. Even the striker, Dongwon, gets out into wide positions. Chaudhuri, it's a great ball. Fabulous cross. Only Dongwon to aim for, though, in the middle, and he made the run to the front post. Yong Ray for Young Pyo. Park Ji-sung. Ki Sung-yueng. If you were to say there is a weakness in this side, what would it be, Bernd? Central defence? What you've seen so far?
I believe if they are under pressure, they will make mistakes. They are not so comfortable, not fast enough. And I believe there will be changes. Soon they will find other players. It's a football country. They are not so confident and not so good, especially in passing, even headers. They had a couple of problems. will be interesting with Australia or better teams like Bahrain.
They do have another World Cup player who plays his football here in Qatar, Cho Yong-hyung, 27-year-old with 39 caps to his name. Choi Hyo-jin has 27. Hwang Jae-won is 29, but they do have Hong Jeong-ho, a 21-year-old defender who plays for Jeju United. Park Ji-sung makes the run down the left flank, not spotted that time by Yong-rae. Chaduri again, we've seen his quality from this right side. This time he comes inside under the left boot to Benwa. And that was not far away. A wry smile on the German-born right back for Korea Republic.
His father will be proud.
That really wasn't too far away. We'll get a better look at it here. It was bending, the keeper didn't move.
He doesn't care left or right. Good skills. And he likes it. You see his smile.
Well, they're enjoying themselves. Both coaches said that was another key, particularly Cho Kwang-rae said he wants his side to go out there and enjoy themselves. Park Ji-sung said likewise, surely offside. Flag goes up against Ismail Abdulatif, 24-year-old. Scored 8 goals in 2010 with the national team. That's a great return. Mind you, they've played an awful lot of football in the past couple of months, Bahrain. All of it friendly. One win in their last 9 friendly matches in preparation as Dongwan gets the touch for Jia Cheong. Well, number 13 wasn't too far away from number 3.
But a great header from this 19-year-old boy. He jumped. Fantastic final pass, final header.
That's going to be his final contribution as well.
It's time to change.
So Ji Dong-won, 19 years of age. He's lost his 100% record. He scored on his debut 2 weeks ago against Saudi Arabia, a 1-0 victory. Now he's only got 1 in 2, but he gets a well-deserved shake of the hand from Cho Kwang-rae as he makes his way to the bench. It's high fives along the bench for a young man that's done very well, and he's replaced by Son Heung-min, who, wait for it, he's 18 years of age. Plays his football for Hamburg as that ball to the back post, arriving for the header. And Bernd, this will be something that catches your attention. Son Heung-min, 18 years of age, he's making his international debut this evening. Plays his football with Hamburg.
Yeah, I saw him a couple of matches in Hamburg. It was exciting to see him, and he's very, very popular. The fans, they love him.
Well, he's the youngest ever scorer in the Bundesliga for Hamburg at just 18 years of age. He's taken that record away from a certain Manfred Kaltz.
And Kaltz is famous. He was the first player in the world who created curling crosses from the right side. We call it banana crosses. He was the first player ever who created this kind of crosses. And now everybody can do it.
Substitution for Bahrain as well. Well, before that, what were they? Just chip crosses into the middle. People just playing it straight in.
Yeah. Looks like a banana. And that's why we call it banana crosses.
Curling ball. Well, there's a name for you all to remember for your next football pub quiz. The man that invented the curling cross, the banana cross in Germany, Manfred Kaltz, who is no longer Hamburg's youngest ever goal scorer in the Bundesliga. Substitution for Bahrain, it's the number 13, Mahmoud Abdul Rahman, who makes way, replaced by Abbas Ayad, a 23-year-old at the start of his international career. He looks like he's come in to almost another central defensive position. There he is looking to do the marking job on Heung-min. Here he is again. They are comfortable. There's Park Ji-sung on the left boot. This time it flies wide. No Goal number 14 for the Taiguk Warriors, for their captain that time. But he's still got 20-odd minutes to go to try and find a way through.
Who can stop Park? They tried to do it with a couple of fouls in the first half, tough fouls, ugly fouls, but they cannot stop him. They cannot follow him. It will be very important, even for Australia, to find a way to stop this midfielder. He is starting for pressing. He's always running, attacking the defenders. He's on the right side, on the left side, and you have to make it quite clear for the whole team how to play against Park. He's part of the team, but he is outstanding.
Song Yeung down in front of the Korea Republic supporters on the far side of the pitch. They have their blow-up plastic sticks to bang together. A heavy first touch there from the 18-year-old substitute, Heung Min. Jung Soo for Young Pyo. Two feet were sliding in there from Fatadi. Ki Sung-young managed to get away from it. That's a good ball. Oh, what a slip. Oh, lovely touch inside from Jung-young. He can't beat Mansour at the near post. Well, he is a player that's well and truly caught your eye.
Absolutely.
Two goals in the World Cup for Lee Chung-yong, still just 22 years of age. He scored their only goal in the 4-1 defeat to Argentina, and he scored their only goal in the 2-1 loss in the last 16 to Uruguay. In driving rain, two fabulous goals. Well, the first perhaps a misunderstanding at the back, and Jung Sung-ryong won't like to see the replays of that too much, the Korea Republic goalkeeper. Luis Suarez scored the first, but the second was an absolute masterpiece from the Ajax striker, curling the ball inside off the far post to send Uruguay through to the quarterfinals. Heung Min with the flick on, only as far as Al Houthi. So Abbas Ayad has moved in at right back now, forcing Omar forward into midfield. Number 15, Aish, running out of midfield. Gets it to Ismail, but he's just brushed off by Chowdhury. He's not shirked his defensive responsibilities this evening either, despite spending so much time in the attacking third. Park Ji-sung steals the ball away from Meshkas, but can't prevent it going out of play.
It's impossible for Bahrain to build up a good attacking combinational football because they press very, very early. Both strikers and the midfielders, they are always around the ball. 2-3 players are disturbing, and that's why Bahrain cannot play.
Well, the sooner you win the ball back, in general, the closer you are to goal, isn't it? And hence, easier to score, as here goes Park Ji-sung again. Lays it off to the new man, Heung Min. Heung Min, lovely piece of skill past the other substitute, Abbas Ayad. And in the end, comes unstuck, surrounded by 3 white shirts. It's Omar who clears long.
Even they cannot clear this ball because they are under pressure, under pressing.
Park Ji-sung. Jia Chiol. Young Pyo. It's all one-touch play, knocking the ball around, looking for the opening. Oh, they just about found it again. We've seen some of this elaborate build-up play so far in this tournament, Bernd, but and you mentioned it, I think, against Kuwait, that what they were lacking was the killer ball. What we've seen so far is that Korea Republic can provide that killer ball, and that's are you just stepping up in class when you have players that can provide that excellent little pass as they take the corner short?
Okay, not every team has a Messi who can deliver such a pass, or Henri did it, and or Eto'o. They are able to play this pass and finish. But this team is able to do such things. Park is able. Number 17, Chandong. Great ideas. They can deliver this pass. It will be interesting if they play against a physical strong team like Australia. It will be a big clash. Today it looks like a training match. It's easy going.
That would be two sides then, yeah, in Australia and Korea Republic that have come through training matches in their opening Group C encounters. And so far it's looking like two comfortable victories as well. Aish with a nice little touch in for Fatadi. Back into Aish. Good challenge from Jung Pyo. Now both players have flown in two-footed there. Fatadi is the object of recriminations from Ki Sung Yeung. The referee's pointed to a corner. It's the number 14, Lee Jong-soo, who's down writhing in agony. The referee, Abdullah Al-Hilali, made absolutely no move whatsoever towards any of this. Let's have a look. Oh, it is. I said it was both players lunging. It wasn't two-footed at all from the Korean defender. And that is another nasty challenge, that time from Fatadi. Well, they'll be able to converse perfectly in English. Ki Sung Yeung with his Brisbane accent, Fatadi with his Lagos Nigerian accent, right in the calf muscle as well.
Now you can see why they put Fatadi versus this Park. Yeah, he's a marker. He's a very aggressive player, but I think it was not delivered. It was something fight for the ball.
Just saw the heat map there of where the number 14, Lee Jung-sung, has spent most of his time, and it's near the halfway line for the central defender. That gives you some idea of where Korea are playing their football. The header from the striker. Tae Young-min, the chance. Oh, and what a chance it was. It fell to their star striker, JC John. And really should have done better there.
Yeah.
It's a free header with only the keeper to beat. And he sent it skying over.
It's lack of quality. They have only one or two chances and they took.
So we're not going to see a hat-trick for Koo Ja-cheol, the goal scorer in the 39th. And then 52nd minute for Korea Republic. Makes way, replaced by the number 19, Yeong Ki-hun. Foul by Chung Yong. And we're going to see a substitution from Bahrain immediately as well. It's Ismail Abdulatif, who scored 4 years ago in this fixture at the Asian Cup, who's not going to repeat that performance. He's replaced by Abdullah Al-Dakil, 25-year-old striker from Al-Muharraq, with 4 goals from 12 internationals so far. So is he going to move up front alongside JC John with just over 10 minutes left? Bahrain decide to change the formation and go out and out attack. They've got 5 in a line up front at the moment. The ball is towards Aish. The header down to JC John again. Finds Fatadi, looking for the return ball. No way past Kim Sung Yeung. Meshkas. It's over Jung Pyo. Abbas Ayad with the cross, but it's low and easy.
They have to do something because they must score a goal soon. If they don't, maybe it's the end of all dreams, because Australia is still coming and Australia is definitely better. It could be out for Bahrain.
Yung Pyo, Bahrain said they considered themselves in a fight for second place in this group. They considered India the easy beats, as Min can't quite get on the end of that one. And while they appreciated that Australia and Korea were always going to be the favourites in Group C, they did think, and perhaps still do, it's only one game down, not quite, with still 10 minutes left to play. And they will have a few more days to prepare for that match against Australia, which will be on Monday, January 18th, the final group game. As Lee Jung-soo receives a booking for time wasting. I was just about to say he's been able to rejoin the field after that terrible challenge from Fatadi. Well, he's back on the field and into the referee's book as well. Ayad towards Fatadi. Korean midfield is there again. Good switch of play towards Yung Pyo. And they're taking their time now, they're knocking it around. Yong Rae, who's been the quiet worker in midfield alongside Park Ji-sung. Now the other substitute.
It looks so light and easy and comfortable how they play.
Oh, was the slip from Marzuki.
Wrong shoes.
Park Ji-sung again, rides past Rakia. Yung Pyo, that was a little scoop over the top looking for Park Ji-sung. I'd love to see just how many passes in between Yung Pyo and Park Ji-sung. That number 12 is always looking for his cohort in midfield.
It's a penalty. Yeah, it is.
And it's Kwak Tae-hui, the 29-year-old. Oh, and he's off. Well, we've had our moments with referees already in this tournament, and Abdullah Al-Hilali might have just made this very interesting. There are 3 minutes left in regulation time. Tae-hui has been sent off.
It's correct. It's correct. I think.
Well, there's a bit of shirt tugging, but
he was the first one. Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, that's well played by Abdullah Al-Dakil, if you like. Look, it's him that's holding onto the shirt from this point, and then he just throws himself to ground. Well, I think that's a little bit harsh, to tell you the truth. He did, they both were tugging.
Both. You're right. But
the red card to go with it as well. So Tae-hui,
his position was not very good, and you ask me for weaknesses, and you know this central defender will not play with Australia, and this is a weakness. They are not so fast, they are tall. Of course, they are looking how Man United, they are playing with Rio Ferdinand and with Vidic, and they are looking for tall defenders. But
well, now it's time for Fawzi Aish, the Moroccan-born 25-year-old, to step up and make for a very exciting final few minutes here. 6 minutes left in regulation time. Aish, we're going to see an immediate substitution, and it's poor old Hye Young-min, who's only been on the field for about 19 minutes, who's gone off.
Seems to be injured.
No, I think he's been replaced for
tactical. Yeah, tactical.
Hyung, who played in the World Cup, has moved into the centre of defence then. There's plenty of pushing and shoving. And all of this may just be playing in the mind of Fawzi Aish. He has the chance to draw Bahrain right back into this one. They've been dominated from start to the 84th minute. Aish versus Song Rayyan. And he scores! It's 2-1. And Bahrain will have at least 6 or 7 minutes to attack the 10 men of Korea Republic.
Now it will be interesting. They are going for pressing. Exciting 5-6 minutes.
It's 2-1. Korea Republic lead Bahrain. All over the top for the fresh legs of Yeon Ki-hun. It looks like he'll be playing as a midfielder come striker, but surely more midfield than striker with just a few minutes remaining. Park Ji-sung, another foul. Omar this time. And this time Park Ji-sung does ask the question of the referee. That shows you just how frustrated perhaps Korea Republic are feeling. Well, he's been fouled countless times already. Well, it was 52-48 the possession at half-time. Korea Republic have dominated things, but once again we've seen how quickly things can change. 3.5 minutes left in stoppage time. Meshkas. Abasayad, the right back. He's only been on the field about 20 minutes. You can see he was pegged right back in that right-hand corner as well. Well, we said set pieces were going to be Bahrain's only chance, but back into this one, they've scored with a penalty.
Everything can change now. Everything.
It's Aish again. Well, he's already scored. And that just 2 minutes ago. Aish's ball for Thani, the header. Oh, and it needs tipping over. It wasn't powerful, but it was accurate. With that left foot. It's a good ball. Rakea. Oh, the big boys, JC John and Meshkas, all in there leaping for that one. Song Rayyan comes away with it. He rolls it out to Young Pyo. Korea Republic, a man down. 2 minutes to go in regulation time. Again, it's long towards Park Ji-sung. Here's another chance then. Lee Chung-yong. Lee Chung-yong still going. Now that should be a corner, I think. This time the referee gives it. It's the Bahrain players' turn to wave their arms in disgust. The pressure mounting on Cho Kwang-rae. It looked like it was going to be such a relaxing evening for the Korea Republic coach. Everything was going according to plan.
There are still 3, 4, 5 long minutes.
Well, there was long stoppages. And the referee felt that there was a bit of time wasting just before the penalty as well. Korea Republic take it short. It's another corner. This will soak up a few more seconds. That last corner took the best part of a minute to play. Again, Ki Sung-yueng just asking the referee to make sure they're back 10 meters. This time it's a goal kick.
But they want 2 minutes in that corner.
With the wrestling in the box as well. That's a poor clearance from Mansour. Park Ji-sung. substitute, Ki-hun, still holding onto the ball. That's exactly what they have to do. Park Ji-sung back for Ki-hun. No, they don't need to cross it because there's nobody in there anyway. Just 3 minutes of stoppage time to be played. And that has just started. Offside against the number 20, Abdullah Al-Dakil, who we've seen precious little of since he came on. Ki-hun again, back out for Park Ji-sung, wide, look at the space for Chung-yong. He takes his time all the way back to Chaduri. Oh, another foul on Park Ji-sung. There'll be no rush to take this. It's your man for Thani again.
His personal marker, shake hands.
Personal shadow.
He will sleep very well today. Very, very hard job to follow Park.
Taken quickly and short and down into the corner once again.
Bahrain is not able to pick the ball, to press them in the corner.
Again, it's the number 16, Ki-sung Yeung, the boy who spent so much of his childhood growing up in Brisbane, playing his football.
Look, this pressing.
He's the player they go to. They give it to a big, strong lad. He's only 21 years of age, but he's not afraid to take the ball into the corner. For Thani on his back. 3 players to take the throw for Bahrain. They're not happy.
They are 1 player less and they are going for pressing and pressing and pressing, and Bahrain is not able to play. They are not able to create their own game.
Well, they've only played with 2 up front for the last 8 or 9 minutes. But here is the ball to that second man up front, Sung Ryong. Makes the save. Korea Republic are just about home in this one. That's a great pass for Chaduri. Looking for the free kick again, diving after the ball. He's got the free kick. By my watch, there are 30 seconds left. Might take just about 30 seconds for Bahrain to get the ball back. Chung-yong. Ki-hun, another free kick.
Now we know if you want to win something, you have to beat South Korea. Very good performance. Very good performance. Comfortable win.
There goes the final whistle. A comfortable victory even. Finishing the match with 10 men. Cha Cheong in the 39th and 51st minutes before Fauzi Aish pulled one back for Bahrain from the penalty spot when Kwak Tai Hui was adjudged to have fouled the substitute, Abdullah Al-Dakil. Korea Republic start Group C on the front foot and with the right result. They defeat Bahrain by 2-1. You just said it, a deserved victory. Perhaps Bahrain only getting in the match thanks to that penalty and the red card, and even then with the extra man in a good nearly 10 minutes to attack Korea Republic. They didn't create anything. It never looked really like they were going to equalise.
Because they are too aggressive, they are too fast. There's a lot of running of the Korean team. And that's why I personally believe
Well, that's all we've got time for then from the Al Gharafa Stadium. We'll see you again in a couple of days' time. Bye-bye.